there is something you can add to a glass of water that may help support the collagen your skin is already trying to make. Simply drinking more water isn't enough if your diet is missing the nutrients your skin uses to repair itself. Because every day, your skin is doing two completely opposite things. It's breaking down old collagen while trying to build new collagen. And as we get older, that balance gradually shifts in the wrong direction. That's when you begin noticing the lines around your mouth, the crepey skin on your cheeks, the wrinkles on your forehead, and that strange change where your skin seems thinner, drier, and almost more fragile than it used to be. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what I would put in your water to support collagen production after 60, and more importantly, how much, when to take it, and what not to mix together. Because one of these is surprisingly simple, and the last one may be the most important. Let's start with the one almost everyone gets wrong. Number 5, vitamin C water. Your body cannot make collagen normally without vitamin C. That's not a marketing claim. Vitamin C is required for collagen biosynthesis, and severe deficiency can actually impair collagen formation and weaken connective tissue. But here's what many people don't realize. You don't need to turn your water into a giant glass of orange juice. In fact, that's probably not the best idea if you're trying to make this a daily habit. Instead, try something much simpler. Take about 12 to 16 ounces of water and add the juice of half a lemon. That's it. If you want more vitamin C, have a food source alongside it. A few strawberries, kiwi, bell pepper, or citrus fruit. The reason I like this approach is that you're not treating lemon water like some magical collagen drink. You're simply using your water as a reminder to get more vitamin C-rich foods into your routine. And vitamin C matters because collagen isn't simply something your body manufactures and throws into your skin. It has to be assembled correctly. Think about building a rope. You need the individual strands, but you also need the machinery that twists those strands into a strong structure. Vitamin C is part of that machinery. And there is another reason this becomes interesting after 60. Your skin's ability to repair itself doesn't suddenly switch off at 60. It simply becomes less efficient. So the goal isn't to find one miracle ingredient. The goal is to remove the nutritional bottlenecks that make repair harder. And that brings us to number 4. Number 4, collagen peptides. This is the one you're probably going to recognize immediately. Collagen peptides. But here's the part that most people misunderstand. When you drink collagen, you're not simply sending a truckload of collagen molecules directly to your wrinkles. Your digestive system breaks the protein down. And some research suggests that collagen peptides may influence skin cells and support skin hydration and elasticity. Several clinical trials and meta-analyses have reported improvements in measures such as hydration and elasticity, although the evidence is not perfect, and some newer analyses have questioned how reliable those benefits are. So if you're going to try collagen, don't think of it as liquid Botox. Think of it as one possible nutritional support tool. A commonly studied amount is around 2.5 to 10 grams per day, depending on the product and study. For a simple routine, you could use 5 to 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen peptides in approximately 8 to 12 ounces of water. And here's something important. You don't have to drink it on an empty stomach. You don't have to drink it at exactly 6 a.m. And it doesn't need to be in ice-cold water. Those dramatic rules you often hear online are not what makes collagen work. Consistency matters far more. And if you're using collagen, make sure you're also eating enough total protein because your skin doesn't build collagen from collagen powder alone. It needs amino acids from your overall diet. Eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, chicken, beans, tofu, lean meat. These are all providing the raw materials your body needs. But now we get to something even more interesting because there's a nutrient that can make your morning glass of water much more useful than simply being hydration. Number 3, protein supporting water. This one sounds almost too simple because the ingredient isn't really an ingredient. It's a habit. Drink your water with your protein-rich breakfast. Why? Because after 60, preserving muscle and maintaining adequate protein intake becomes increasingly important. And your skin is also made from protein structures. So instead of drinking a giant glass of water and then having a breakfast consisting mostly of toast and jam, make your first meal contain a meaningful protein source. For example, 2 eggs, or 3/4 to 1 cup of Greek yogurt, or a serving of tofu, or cottage cheese, or fish if that's part of your normal breakfast. Then drink your water alongside it. This sounds dramatically less exciting than some exotic collagen hack. But that's exactly why people ignore it. We constantly look for the mysterious ingredient while overlooking the basic raw materials our bodies need every day. And if you're over 60, there is another issue. You can be eating enough calories while still not eating enough protein. That means your body has plenty of energy coming in, but not necessarily enough of the building blocks needed for maintenance and repair. So if you want to make your water routine more effective, don't just ask, what can I add to my water? Ask, what am I eating with that water? Now let's move to number 2, and this one is probably the easiest of all. Number 2, mineral-rich food, not fancy mineral water. You've probably seen expensive bottled waters advertised as being packed with minerals, but you don't need a luxury bottle of water to make your skin healthier. Instead, make sure your diet regularly contains foods providing important minerals. For example, pumpkin seeds, almonds, beans, leafy greens, dairy products, seafood. Why am I mentioning these in a video about water? Because hydration is only one part of the equation. Your body isn't a plant that becomes younger simply because you pour more water on it. Your cells need water, but they also need nutrients. And this is where the original collagen water idea gets interesting. There is no special liquid that suddenly tells your skin, okay, we're going to reverse 20 years today. Skin aging is a much bigger process. UV exposure damages collagen. Oxidative stress contributes to cellular damage. Your natural collagen production changes with age, and the structure of the dermis changes over time. That's why the best strategy is not one magical drink. It's a system. Hydration, adequate protein, vitamin C, sun protection, and, where appropriate, evidence-based topical treatments. In fact, dermatologists consistently emphasize sun protection because UV exposure is one of the major contributors to premature skin aging, including wrinkles and loss of elasticity. And now we're at number 1. This is the part I really want you to remember because it isn't an exotic powder. It isn't a supplement, and you don't even have to buy anything. Number 1, water plus consistency. The most powerful thing you can add to your water after 60 is a routine you can actually maintain. Here's what I mean. Every morning, prepare 12 to 16 ounces of water. Drink it alongside a breakfast containing a good protein source. Include a vitamin C rich food during the meal or later in the day. If you want to use collagen peptides, add 5 to 10 grams according to the product directions. Then, throughout the day, continue drinking according to your thirst and your doctor's advice. That sounds almost boring, but here's why I put it at number 1. Because your skin doesn't age according to what you do once. It responds to what you do repeatedly. 1 glass of collagen water won't erase a decade of sun exposure. 1 lemon won't rebuild your entire dermis. And 1 supplement won't magically switch your fibroblasts back to their 30-year-old settings. But a consistent routine can help you cover the basics your skin needs. If you're going outside, use a broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher. Because imagine spending money on collagen supplements, drinking vitamin C water, eating perfectly, and then spending an hour in the sun every afternoon without protection. You're trying to build the house while leaving the roof wide open. And if you want to take this one step further, ask your dermatologist whether a retinoid or retinol is appropriate for you. Because if your goal is genuinely to improve wrinkles, the most effective strategy is usually not one miracle ingredient. It's combining several small advantages that attack the problem from different directions. So here's your simple morning routine. Step 1, 12 to 16 ounces of water. Step 2, a protein-rich breakfast. Step 3, a vitamin C-rich food such as kiwi, strawberries, citrus, or bell pepper. Step 4. If you choose to use collagen peptides, around 5 to 10 grams is a commonly studied range. Step 5. Protect the collagen you've already got with sunscreen. And here's the part I don't want you to forget. You are not trying to become 30 again. You're trying to help your 60, 70, or 80-year-old skin perform as well as it reasonably can, because aging skin is still living skin. That's all for today. Subscribe for the next part.